The glass trembles in my hand when my father says it. You did good, Piper. Real good. I almost smile, almost let myself believe that finally, he sees what I did, what I sacrificed, what I saved. Then he leans back, smirks, and adds, now it's time to hand it to your cousin. Laughter ripples around the table. Family dinner, celebration. For the company I saved. My cousin Austin raises his drink like he earned it, like he did anything besides show up. After I fixed everything, my chest tightens. The room spins slightly. I grip the glass harder. I saved this company 18 months of hell, of fighting, of rebuilding, from near bankruptcy to profitability, and he just gave it away to someone who left when things got hard, who vanished when we needed help, who returned only when it was safe, profitable, easy. To Austin, my father says, raising his glass, the future of Callaway Industries. Everyone drinks, everyone celebrates, everyone except me. I sit there, glass still in my hand, watching my work, my sacrifice, my 18 months of saving this company, being handed to someone who did nothing. And I know with certainty I was never brought in to lead. I was brought in to fix it so someone else could take it. My name is Piper Callaway. I'm 32 years old, and I left a stable career to save my father's business. 18 months ago, I was a management consultant. Good job, good pay, good future. My father called, desperate. The company is drowning. Debt, 2.3 million. Lawsuits, 3 active. Vendors, threatening to walk. Clients, leaving. Employees, quitting. Everything falling apart. I need help. My cousin Austin was in California, finding himself. Translation, avoiding responsibility. My younger brother, still in college, nobody else could step in. So I did. Left my job, my apartment, my life, moved home, started fixing everything. Renegotiated debt, settled lawsuits, rebuilt vendor relationships, won back clients, stabilized employees, streamlined operations, cut costs 40%, increased revenues 60%. 18 months of 80-hour weeks of sacrificing everything to save my father's company. From bankruptcy, from closure, from failure, I succeeded. Company profitable, debt manageable, lawsuits settled, vendors happy, clients returning, employees stable, everything working. Finally, then Austin returned last month from California, ready to contribute. And my father beamed, like the prodigal son, returned. Now I know the truth. I wasn't brought in to lead. I was brought in to fix it. So Austin could take it, so the son could have what the daughter built. That's the real family business. After dinner, my father finds me in the hallway, pats my shoulder. You understand, right? I look at him. Understand what? Family's bigger than titles. Family, code word for traditions, for expectations, for the son getting what the daughter earns. I saved the company, and we're grateful. Grateful, not giving me leadership, not recognizing my work, just grateful. Austin needs this, needs what I built. He's ready now, ready. After I made it, safe, easy, profitable, you'll still be involved. Translation, invisible, uncredited, supporting. In what capacity? He waves his hand vaguely. We'll figure it out. No plan, no role, no recognition. Just step aside. For Austin, I nod, because arguing now changes nothing, but I can't stop seeing that smirk on my father's face when he announced it. Not gratitude, not appreciation, relief that finally he can give it to the person he always wanted to give it to, the son, not the daughter who actually saved it. Austin's first day as successor. He shows up 10:30 a.m., 2 hours late, calls a meeting. Everyone gathers. He stands at the front, confident, smiling, excited to be here, leading our growth I built. Time to scale, vision, and improve optics. Buzzwords, empty, meaningless. Any questions? The operations manager asks about vendor contracts, coming due. Austin looks confused, then looks at me, waiting. I speak. 3 contracts, renew next month. I've negotiated preliminary terms, 15% savings, need final approval. Austin nods, like he knew. Great, keep me posted. He didn't know. Another question about staffing, same look, same wait. For me to answer. This happens 5 times in one meeting. He asks for my input, for answers, for knowledge I built over 18 months. I give them just enough to keep things running, not enough to make him look good, not anymore. That afternoon, phone call, major client, directly to me. Piper, I heard there are changes. News travels fast. Yes. Are you still in charge? I pause, wanting to say yes, wanting to claim what I built, but not exactly. Silence on the line, heavy, telling. Who is my cousin, Austin, the one who left when things got bad? Everyone remembers, everyone knows. Austin abandoned the company when it needed help. He's back now. But you're still there? Yes, in what role? Good question. Supporting operations, Piper. I work with you, not the company. If you're not running things, we need to talk. $1.2 million annual contract at risk because my father gave leadership to someone. Clients don't trust, don't know, don't want. I'm still here. For now, that question hangs. I don't answer because I don't know the answer anymore. Austin asks for a briefing on operations, how things work, how I built systems, processes, relationships. Over 18 months, I explain clearly. Vendor relationships built on trust, years of reliability, personal connections, client accounts, customized service, regular communication, understanding needs, employee management, clear expectations, fair treatment, open feedback. He interrupts halfway through. Got it. He didn't get it. I can tell by his expression, by his dismissal, by his assumption that running a company is easy when it's already fixed. Any questions? Nah. Seems straightforward. It's not. It's complex, delicate, built carefully over months of trial, error, learning. But he thinks he's got it. After 20 minutes, thanks, I'll take it from here. Take it where? I don't ask, just nod and watch him walk away with confidence. That isn't earned, isn't based on knowledge, just title and family connection, nothing more. Week 2, Austin approves a pricing change, lowering rates 15% to increase market share. He doesn't consult, doesn't ask, doesn't understand. Our margins, the change implements immediately. Margins collapse. Overnight, finance flags it. Urgent email to leadership. Profit margins down 40% due to recent pricing changes. My father reads it, looks confused, calls Austin to his office. I'm not invited, but I hear through the door. What happened? I adjusted pricing to be competitive without reviewing margins. I thought volume would compensate. Wrong. Completely wrong. Our business isn't volume, it's customization, quality, service, things Austin doesn't understand because he wasn't here when I built this. Fix it. I'll reverse the change today. Austin leaves, sheepish, worried for the first time, uncertain. My father sits at his desk, looking unsure. For the first time since Austin returned, wondering maybe if he made the wrong choice. Too late to admit it yet. My father corners me. Later that day, you should have stepped in. I look at him. Stepped in? How? Stopped him from making that pricing mistake. You handed leadership to him. You're still here. You should support him. Support, translation, fix his mistakes invisibly. I wasn't consulted on the decision. You could have offered input. I offered briefings. He said he's got it. My father opens his mouth, closes it, realizes I'm right. Just help him transition. By doing his job, by being a team player. Team player, code for. Do the work, let him get credit. I am a team player. I saved this company. Remember? That shuts him up. The reminder that Austin didn't save anything, just inherited what I built. This is family. Exactly, family. And you gave my work to him. I walk away before he can respond, before I say something I can't take back, before I break completely. The next week, employees start coming to me again, not officially, just quietly. Can you look at this? Does this seem right? What would you do? They don't trust Austin, not yet, maybe not ever. I look, I advise, I help, but carefully. I don't fix everything, not anymore, only what falls within my undefined role, only what's directly mine. Austin notices, why are people coming to you for advice? They should come to me. Tell them I am. Then they'll come to you. But they don't. They keep coming to me because I know the answers, the history, the reasons. While Austin knows buzzwords and confidence, nothing more. I help when asked, within limits. But I don't save everything anymore. Don't work 80 hours. Don't sacrifice everything to make him look good. Just do my part, whatever that is. Since nobody defined it, internal report goes out, quarterly review celebrating progress. I read it with growing anger. Thanks to Austin's turnaround leadership, the company has achieved profitability. Turnaround leadership, Austin's, my work, my 18 months, my sacrifice, now credited to him. His strategic vision has positioned us for growth. His vision, that doesn't exist. My strategies implemented before he arrived. No mention of me, no acknowledgement of who actually did the work. Just Austin. I save a copy, screenshot it, print it, file it, not sure why, just knowing I'm evidence of this erasure of my contribution, being rewritten as his by my father. By the company, by everyone who prefers the story where the son saves the company, not the daughter who actually did. Major vendor, key supplier, contract renewal, due. Austin handles the negotiation, gets the contract back, terms changed, prices increased 20%. He signs it, without reading carefully. The vendor calls me, directly. Piper, I can't work with him. What happened? He didn't understand our relationship, our history, our terms, just demanded concessions that don't make sense. I see. I'll only sign if you handle the renewal. $800,000 annual contract at risk. My father finds out, calls me. The vendor wants you to handle the renewal. Yes. Can you do it? That's not my role. What? You gave leadership to Austin. Vendors are his responsibility, but he's having trouble. Then he needs to learn. Piper, I'm not fixing his mistakes anymore. I hang up, walk away. First time ever. I refuse to save something for the company, for my father, for the family, because I'm done being invisible labor that fixes everything, while getting no credit, no recognition, no future. Family dinner. Again, my father hosts friends, business associates, investors, celebrating progress. He tells them proudly, Austin rebuilt the company culture. Rebuilt. I built it from nothing, from chaos, from near collapse. Austin just showed up after his leadership has been transformative. Transformative. In what way? Margins dropped, vendor issues, client concerns, all since he arrived. I sit there, listening to my story, being reassigned to Austin. Like always, like everything I did, doesn't matter because it wasn't done by the son. I used to correct these lies, used to say actually I did that, not anymore. I just sit, silent, watching my work become his, my history, become his legacy, my future, disappear while his gets brighter with every lie my father tells about who saved this company. I start reviewing internal reports, quietly, carefully, without telling anyone. What I find concerns me. Costs rising 15% in 2 months since Austin took over. Client retention slipping, 3 accounts on hold. Reviewing options. Employee satisfaction dropping. Survey results down 20% since new leadership. All metrics wrong direction. All since Austin. None of it public yet, but trending badly, unsustainably, dangerously. I document everything. Save reports, track changes, build evidence. Not sure for what, just knowing the truth matters, even if nobody wants to see it yet. Week 8, first major client leaves, $1.2 million annual contract. The one who called me asked if I'm still in charge. I said not exactly, they're gone. Reason stated leadership inconsistency. Translation, they trusted me, not Austin. My father calls, emergency meeting, what happened? Austin explains his version. They were difficult, demanding. The market is shifting. The market isn't shifting. I worked with them 3 years, never a problem. Until Austin. They wanted unreasonable terms. They wanted what they always got from me. Personal attention, customized service, understanding. We're better off without difficult clients. $1.2 million. Better off. My father looks at me. Your thoughts? They valued personal relationships, consistent communication, understanding their needs. Did Austin provide that? I pause. I think different management styles don't always align with every client. Diplomatic, professional, meaningless. Translation. Austin failed, but I won't say it directly. My father hears it anyway. My father calls me his private, serious. We need stability. Okay, things are slipping. I stay silent. I need your help. Help. How? Like before, keep things running smoothly like before. When I did everything without credit, without recognition, without Austin around. In what role? He hesitates. That hesitation tells me everything. No role, no title, no change, just invisible work. Again. I need you to support Austin. I am supporting him. More actively, make sure nothing falls through. Translation, do his job. Invisibly. That's not supporting, that's doing his work. It's helping the family. Business. While he gets credit, while he learns. For how long? Silence. He doesn't know or won't say. What's my role here? Your family. You're part of the company. In what capacity? I'll define something. 18 months. Later, still no. Definition, still no. Title, still no. Recognition. Just your family. Translation, work without reward. I agree on terms. I'll consult, limited hours, clear scope, and I'm paid. His face changes. Paid? Yes. Consulting rate for defined hours and deliverables. Your family, exactly, and I left my career to save this company for free for 18 months. Not anymore. That's not how we do things. Then I won't do things. Standoff. He needs me to fix what Austin breaks. I need boundaries, protection, compensation. What's your rate? $200 per hour, 20 hours per week, maximum. That's expensive. That's what consultants cost. I was one before I came here. He agrees reluctantly, angrily, resentfully. But he agrees. I get it. In writing, contract signed, scope defined, hours limited, payment guaranteed, first time ever. I'm compensated for work I do here, with boundaries set. I work differently, 20 hours per week, maximum. Define scope only. I fix what's in scope. Let everything else fall where it falls. Deadlines miss because Austin doesn't track them. Clients get frustrated because Austin doesn't communicate. Employees get confused because Austin doesn't clarify. Things I used to fix invisibly, automatically, now they just happen or don't, and people notice. Things were better when Piper was running operations. They say it, quietly, carefully, but they say it and my father hears it. Late evening, I'm leaving the office, hear voices, my father's office, door open, phone call, speaker on. I stop, shouldn't listen, do anyway. The transition isn't going well. Board member, voice, concerned. I know. My father, tired, worried. She's the one who actually fixed everything. We both know that. She, me, I freeze. Then why put Austin in charge? He's the legacy, the succession, but he's not capable. He'll learn. How long can we afford his learning? Silence, long, heavy, damning. She's better for the role. I know. He knows. He's always known. I saved the company. I'm better. I'm capable. And he chose Austin. Anyway, then why? Because family is complicated. Complicated. Translation, gender, tradition, expectations. The son gets it, even when the daughter earns it. I walk away before they hear me, before I confront, before I break, knowing my father knows and chose Austin anyway. Next day, email, former client, the one who left. Piper, if you ever start something, we'd follow immediately. I stare at it for a long time. He's not the first to say this. 2 other clients have reached out quietly. We trust you, not the company. If you build something, call us. $2.4 million in contracts. That would follow me. If I left, I don't answer yet. But I don't delete the emails, don't forget the offers, don't dismiss the possibility that maybe I don't have to stay here, being erased, being undervalued, being replaced by someone less capable because of tradition, because of family, because of gender. Maybe I can build something mine. Major meeting, strategy session. Austin presents his plan for Q4. I sit quietly in the back. He proposes cutting customer service hours to reduce costs. Wrong, completely wrong. Our clients value accessibility, service, responsiveness. Cutting hours loses clients. I raise my hand. That will impact client retention. Austin dismisses me. We need to be cost conscious, not at the expense of our core value. I'm making the decision. He approves it over my objection. 2 weeks later, costs spike. 2 clients leave because of poor service. $800,000 lost. My father calls another meeting. Austin tries to explain, blame external factors. Nobody backs him. Not the board, not the team, not even my father. He's losing the room. Finally, visibly, undeniably, I sit alone that night in my apartment, thinking about everything. 18 months of sacrifice to save the company. Years of loyalty to family, to my father, to tradition, versus 1 moment of self-respect, of choosing myself over people who don't value me. I can stay, keep fighting, keep proving, keep hoping that someday my father will choose me over Austin, merit over tradition, capability over gender, or I can leave, build something new, something mine, something that values my work, my leadership, my worth. I choose myself finally, completely, permanently. I draft my resignation. Effective. 2 weeks. Professional. Calm. Final. Monday morning, I walk into my father's office, letter in hand. He looks up, surprised. Piper. I hand him the letter. He reads, slowly, expression shifting from confusion to shock, to something like panic. You're resigning? Yes. Why? Because I saved this company, and you gave it to Austin. We can work this out. No, we can't. You chose him over me despite everything I did. He's family, so am I, but that didn't matter. My father stands. Where will you go? I'm starting my own firm. His expression changes. Competitor, threat. You can't. I can, and clients will follow because they trust me. Austin appears. Doorway. You're really leaving? I nod. You said to hand it over, remember? Austin looks nervous, for the first time realizing what he can't do without me, fixing everything. We need you. You chose Austin, now you have him. I walk out of the office, out of the company, out of 18 months of invisible work, and I feel nothing but relief, freedom, certainty that I made the right choice. Finally, within weeks, everything accelerates at Callaway Industries without me. The collapse begins. Mistakes stack. contracts mishandled, clients frustrated. Austin can't keep up, can't manage, can't lead without me fixing everything. Behind him, 2 more. Clients leave, $1.6 million. Combined revenue gone, citing leadership changes, communication breakdowns, service decline, all things I prevented. For 18 months, staff loses direction. 3 managers quit in 1 month, all saying, it's not the same since Piper left. Production delays accumulate, quality issues emerge, vendor relationships strain. Everything I built, carefully, deliberately, over 18 months, unraveling in weeks under Austin's leadership. My father calls, I don't answer. He emails, I don't respond. He sends messages through former colleagues, she should come back. We need her, we'll make it right. Too late for that. They finally feel the weight I carried, the work I did, the value I had. Now that I'm gone. Now that it's too late, I start Callaway Consulting. Small, focused, strategic. Week 1. 2 clients sign, former clients who followed me, $1.4 million annual revenue. Week 6, 5 clients total, $2.8 million. Week 12, 8 clients, $4.2 million. Growing, fast, profitable, sustainable. All because they trust me, not a family name, not a legacy, not tradition. Me, Piper Callaway, the person who actually does the work. I hire a team, 3 people, smart, capable, diverse, no family, no nepotism, no birthright, just merit, just performance, just results. We build something real, something mine, something that values actual work over family politics, and it succeeds because leadership isn't inherited, it's earned. 6 months later, I hear through industry channels Callaway Industries is struggling, not bankrupt yet, but slipping, revenue down 30%, client base shrinking, staff turnover high. My father back to working full-time at 67, trying to save what I already saved once. Austin still titled, still official, but sidelined because he never was capable, never earned the position, just inherited it because he's the son. People ask, do you regret leaving? No. Will you go back? Never. Don't you want to save it? I did save it once, they gave it away. I don't call, don't reach out, don't offer help, don't look back, because I didn't lose anything. I finally stopped saving people who were willing to erase me, to give my work to someone who didn't earn it. Leadership isn't about family, it's about capability. Success isn't about birthright, it's about effort. My father learned that the hard way. I learned just in time to build something that's actually mine, where my work gets credit, where my leadership gets recognized, where my future belongs to me, not to someone who just happened to be born the right gender, in the right family. I'm free, finally, completely, and I'm never going back to being invisible again.